Okay, so I'm curious about you, coming back to you. So you DM'd us, you wanted to come be on the show.
Yeah.
Was there a specific reason? Is there a specific thing that you wanted to discuss, or just
I just
saw the show, wanted to... How did you find us, by the way?
I think it was a TikTok recommendation.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to talk.
Okay.
And it's very interesting. I came from Ukraine, right? And I was like pretty much formed as a personality. And they come in and they tell me you can date multiple people at the same time. You can, you know, there's no boundaries in that regard. And like this sneaky link kind of language and all this kind of stuff. And I was shocked. And I was just curious for me to hear like kind of a different perspective on how people build relationship, specifically like Eastern society versus Western society. Yeah.
What is the difference?
I think in Eastern society, it's more traditional in a sense of, you know, man provides for woman, and, you know, women are okay with opening the doors, and like they don't pay for anything, and nobody like, there's no debates about the fact that they should pay for that or like that they should contribute. Where here it's like very much a heated debate. Another thing is that you start seeing somebody, you go on the first date, and you know, that's kind of like, you don't even actually talk, you don't have a conversation whether you're dating, you kind of like start it off, that's how you start a relationship. Like here it's like a conversation, there's a difference between like being exclusive in a relationship, being exclusive not in a relationship, and I was very shocked when I heard that, and I was like, it took me a while to kind of like understand the logic of all of it.
So in Ukraine it's more traditional.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, that makes sense to me. And here it's fucked up.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. And so, and had you been, because you said you moved here in 2019, you're 20 years old, so you must have been 17 when you left Ukraine?
Yes.
About 17?
Yes.
Had you dated a bit when you were in Ukraine, or just...
Yeah, I dated one guy like in the last year of high school.
Do you prefer Ukrainian men or California men?
I prefer Europeans, to be honest.
Okay.
But it depends. I met some very nice American men who grew up in a European household, like whose parents moved to US, and they like the Americans, but they have different, I guess, views on things.
Okay. Interesting. And you said your longest relationship, that was a 3-month one. Was that in Ukraine or was that here?
No, I was here.
Okay. Why did he dump you?
It was a mismatch of values.
That's why he dumped you?
We kind of both understood.
I'm making some assumptions here, but...
you can tell he dumped me. I don't care who dumped whom. I think we both understood that we don't see the same future together. Like he wanted to live in apartments, I wanted to live in a house, and it was just like didn't match on certain things. Okay.
And you said you kind of want a more traditional thing. Do you want to continue working as you get older, or would you want a guy who's a provider?
I think it's a conversation in a relationship where you talk and say, you know, I can be totally a housewife and I can as well pursue a career, but that's just a conversation of what two people find convenient for each other.
Okay. Gotcha.
What was the original question?
Yeah, I fucking forgot.
I don't know.
What was it?
I have no idea.
I don't think there was
enough.
I think I just came back. Let me get these soup chats while we got them. Okay, we have...
staring at me, I don't know.
We have cash with the Canadian $10. Jubilee, how could you? I'm literally crying right now. I'm telling mom, dad, grandma. I thought my big sister was a good person, not an easy clap for the phone.
It can't be Canadian because
someone's
not my brother.
Someone's posing.
My brother texted me.
That's so funny.
I don't know what he said.
That's so funny.
But I got my phone buzz.
I think that's Leonardo DiCaprio. All right, we have Gus. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Leaving after 2 years is some 304 mentality. Man's dating strategy is to get the most women until we settle. A woman's is to get the best men she can retain. After y'all hook up, y'all ain't special. Ooh. Anybody want to respond? Shoot shots. All right, we have Frankie K here with the $10 soup chat. They have no idea how hard it is to make 6 figures. They act like 6 feet, six-figure men grow on trees. They're all competing for the top 10% of men, but they wonder why they keep getting pumped and dumped. Ooh, okay, wow. Response?
I see how hard my parents work for 6 figures. I know how hard it is. I've had to help them with the work at some point because they taught me how to do it. I know how hard it is, so fuck you for that one.
I agree.
6'6" is very hard to find. I think I've never met someone who's over like 6'3", I think.
Wait, he's not. He's saying 6 feet, 6-figure.
Oh. Yeah, I agree. That's
Well,
probably
okay,
hard
6
to
feet,
find, but-
to be 6 feet is like 15% of the population. And then to make 6 figures, that's another. We got Zentience in the chat. Hold up. We'll get to that. Actually, we'll just read it now if you want to pull it up, Eric. Yo, Zentience, thank you for the big $50 super chat, man. Appreciate it. Women don't build. Their hypergamy is exacerbated by narcissistic and hedonistic lifestyles. Quickly jettison anyone but the top 5 to 10%. When they say as long as they're ambitious, shows they don't accept men as they are, rather projects to improve.
I mean, for some of us, we're kind of young, so like I don't expect someone to be already earning a lot of money and stuff. I just want them to have like a realistic goal for their future and like actively working towards it.
Yeah, like a sense of direction. Like they know where they want to go.
Yeah.
But isn't men also perceive women as a pictures?
What's that?
Isn't like men also perceive women as a pictures?
A picture?
Yeah, like a beautiful picture that they like to go out with to show their status in society.
A picture?
Like
physically, just
physically. Yeah, like there is a competition the same way, you know, women compete for the 10% who earn the highest, and the men compete for those who look the most beautiful, whatever is their standard of beauty.
Well, beautiful women are much more common than high earning, like high status men.
facts.
Okay, but at the same time, that's true. Like
By the way, Tay's my hype woman. By the way.
That's
No.
right. I got your back.
And by the way, guys, Tay's going to be, we're going to have a very insane panel on Sunday. Tay's
Yeah.
going to be on that panel. I'm feeling this is probably be a bit more of a tame show
Yes.
tonight. Not too much disagreement going on yet. Maybe I need to I got to say some more controversial shit, but
Go ahead.
Did you change your days that you're doing?
we're going to switch to Sunday, Tuesday. So, yeah, but Zentiance, hey, thank you for the wrong one. Thank you for the big $50 soup chat, man. Appreciate it. So your thing was that men also want to get the best that they can get too. I think that's true, but I think the big difference is in the dating marketplace is women are able to secure sexual access from men that will never commit to them. So women are chasing after really the top 10, top 20% of guys. 80% of women are chasing after the top 10, top 20% of guys. And men will gladly sleep with a girl with not having any interest in ever committing to her. Whereas I think a lot of women, in order for you to be able to sleep with a guy, some women you're going to at least view him as like, okay, I could be in a relationship with this guy.
Yeah.
So, and also men's and women's sexual strategies are, sorry, I'm slurring my words here, guys. Men and women's sexual strategies are different. So, okay. Sorry, the super chat distracted me, guys. So, men will gladly sleep with a girl that we view as less attractive than us. It's not a problem.
I don't think it's about that. You're saying that basically what happened is that the man will sleep with any woman there is as long as they find her attractive in some way.
Well, the difference is okay, women typically date across and up socioeconomic hierarchies and attractiveness, whereas men, we date across and down. So yes, do men want the best option that they can get? Yes, but here's the difference is that a woman can sleep with a guy who's way more attractive than her, and he might keep her around, but he will never commit to her. Whereas like a guy most women are not sleeping with just for sport. They're not sleeping with men that are less attractive than them or lower in terms of their socioeconomic status just for sport.
And they shouldn't be sleeping with them just for sport.
Men or women?
Women.
Shouldn't be sleeping with
with a man just for sport.
Well, but here's the thing. Why pass up the chance to sleep with a really attractive guy or a guy who's really high status? Because maybe she might catch him, but most of the time that's not the case. Or she's going to share him.
First of all, I don't think women should catch anybody. Like, it's not like we are following. It's that men approach. So it's a little bit different. In my opinion, very subjective. So that's why I think it's a little bit weird here that you're saying, like, somebody catches somebody.
Well, when it comes to if women are chasing after, like, unless a woman is realistic about what, her status on the dating marketplace, a lot of women tend to be delusional about their own physical appearance. They all think they're 10s. And so you're going to be chasing after a certain tier of guy. That guy is never going to commit to you. So if you want that guy, he's the prize. Because beautiful women are really common. But like tall, okay, if you want a guy who's 6 feet, you want a guy who's making over $100,000 a year, he's the catch. He's the prize, I think, in that situation.
Possibly.
You want a high status. If that's what you want, if you're willing to date a guy that's on your level, then I think you're both a prize. But a lot of women are chasing after these really high status guys. So I know you wanted to come in on something.
Before I was going to say something before what you first said. So I believe that men look at women and just want a rarity. They want a woman that's going to represent them in a great manner. A lot of women, modern day women, feminists, they don't do that. They ask for a lot and don't offer anything. They don't cook, they don't clean, they're not traditional, they have a high body count. You can judge me on that, but it's facts. Men want simple things, I feel like. But women make it complicated. I'm just saying in general, not just you.
No, I agree totally. And I think that's how it's supposed to be. And I don't see any problems with that.
Yes, exactly.
So I honestly sometimes think that the man should get paid higher than the woman just because the way of the dating works. But probably going to get a lot of attacks on that.